My name is Kat Odell and I'm a food and travel journalist. Today I'm here with three-Michelin-star chef Mike Bagale, and today Mike is going to teach me how to prepare 3 different cuts of Japanese Wagyu, which is becoming very popular in the US right now. We're going to have a slightly different approach where we're going to apply some American barbecue techniques to this amazing protein.
Yeah, so the Japanese Wagyu in particular lends itself really well to American style, Western style barbecue because it's extremely marbled. There's an amazing ratio of fat to muscle, and that marbling creates a wonderful umami and richness, buttery texture and flavor that we're gonna enhance with smoke and charcoal.
So it looks like we're about to start with a ribeye, which is my favorite cut of meat, so I'm very excited about this. Tell me a little bit about how we're gonna cook this Japanese Wagyu ribeye today.
Sure. This is what makes the ribeye distinct from the sirloin. You have this beautiful rib cap here, and then you have this loin, and then there's this eye piece here, and they all yield different flavors. But even more so than the flavor, this particular cut is known for its aroma and its smell. And even when it's raw, you can smell this rich, buttery umami, almost like cultured butter kind of quality that it has to it. You have this perfect combination of beef to this rich umami fat aroma. And again, this is what makes this such a unique and special piece for grilling.
Let's get started.
Absolutely. Salt, pepper, smoke, and heat. That's all we're doing to complement this.
It looks and smells amazing.
Okay, so, and what's really important with Japanese Wagyu is that you get the fat itself warm. So you see how this is like beautifully
Mid-rare?
Beautifully mid-rare. You see that texture,
Wow.
that color.
It's so delicate and it's
Right.
it's wow, it just looks amazing.
Well, you see how you get the Maillard, the caramelization off the super hot charcoal, but you saw that I pull the meat off to the side a little bit and now let the smoke and residual heat help finish it.
I mean, it's so buttery and rich, and there's, you know, the subtle sweetness. It's just such a tender, soft, sweet piece of meat. It's really delicious.
This is the coup de grace of the steak world.
100%, super oishi, super oishi.
So this cut I'm really excited about. This is called the chuck eye, and I'm excited about it because the Japanese Wagyu version lends itself to atypical cooking. And I think what's so amazing about the Japanese Wagyu version is you can see the marbling through each muscle. There's an incredible amount of marbling. This is a mop, and a mop is a sauce. It's a combination of vinegar and brown sugar and a little bit of spice.
Okay.
I made one with a little molasses, a little bit of tamarind soy, and lots of black pepper. It plays a very specific purpose. It's a sauce, and so it helps accentuate the meat, but it also, because there's sugar in it and vinegar, it helps absorb the smoke flavor, which is really what we want with these rich cuts. And it balances the richness of the meat with some acidity.
This is certainly the first Texas-style barbecue I've had with Wagyu, or gonna have.
Well, I think Japanese Wagyu, again, it's so accessible now in the United States.
Yeah.
And it's such a unique opportunity for everyone, not just professionals, but everyone to barbecue it and really just taste the perfection.
Americans especially are so used to very specific ways of cooking with Wagyu, but this protein can be so versatile. So it's pretty cool to be able to experiment and apply these more American cookery practices and apply it to a Japanese ingredient.
All right, so we're ready.
Okay.
So now you have
Beautiful.
Beautifully caramelized 3 different cuts of the shoulder, the chuck eye.
the vinegar in the mop that you put on is such a wonderful complement to the buttery richness. It really creates a beautiful balance and harmony with the steak. It's so good. And I've never had it this way. You still have that sweetness, you can still taste the beef, but it's that bite of vinegar that really balances out the richness of the meat, and it's wonderfully delicious.
The next cut is the top round, and the top round is similar to the chuck eye, is coming from another shouldery part of the animal. It's the back hind, right? This is the inner thigh of the back hind. And this is what's amazing about the Japanese Wagyu, is that these really muscle cuts can still yield a beautiful tenderness and butteriness because of this rich marbling. So we're gonna treat this cut between a brisket, a barbecue brisket, and a slow roasted roast beef. So now I'm gonna take this very traditional spice rub and apply it all over the meat. This is a combination of salt and sugar, smoked chilies, cumin, coriander, garlic, onion, and it's quite traditional. And we really wanna just kind of cover and coat the meat, which is gonna add a crust, and then that spice flavor is gonna permeate over a slow cook. So now I'm gonna take it out and we're gonna rest it.
Look at that, beautiful.
For about 20 minutes before we slice it.
Wow, like butter.
So you get the crust on the outside.
Yeah.
You can see where the smoke and the char happen, and then of course you get a great surface area of the actual protein that you want to taste.
Smells really, really nice, and you can smell the smoke. Really delicious.
I think for me, Japanese Wagyu plays a perfect role in melding with American culture and American barbecue. And I think there's a lot of American farmers that are attempting to create a similar version of Wagyu by crossbreeding, but it just doesn't achieve the level of perfection that the Japanese have done with Japanese Wagyu.
I love that today we were able to really try 3 different cuts of the animal. When you're able to try these pieces back to back like that, you can really differentiate the nuance in the cuts. So, you know, of course, all of the meat is really has this beautiful web of fat marbling. It's tender, but there is a toothsomeness to the cuts and the succession in which we tried the pieces today. But it was so interesting to be able to try those pieces and see the difference in the cuts of the animal.
Absolutely.
Well, you know, this was great. Thank you for showing me everything today.
Of course.
So for anyone that loves to cook and eat Japanese Wagyu, you can upload your photos and videos to SNS with the hashtag Japanese Wagyu and hashtag OneBiteWonder. Thanks.
Of course. Thank you.
J フード